everybody. My name is Nix Marikuma. I am the owner of Marikuma Healing, and today we are doing Sagittarius general reading. All right, so if you guys are interested in your own private one-on-one reading with me, I have my accounts in my media accounts, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, right? You guys can reach me on there. You can let me know that, hey, I'm interested in a video, or I'm interested in my own private reading. I want it by palms or cards or whatever, and that's fine, right? If you guys are interested in a 2025 year reading, which after we're done with the generals, we're going to be starting to do for all the zodiac signs. So if you're interested in having one for yourself, it is now $25, all right? We cover what last year was supposed to be, what this year is going to be, your themes, your jobs, finance, love life, family, friends, and spiritual growth, right? What's January this month, February and March, all through December, right? From January to December, the whole shebang. What each theme is going to be about, your obstacles you may be facing, how to deal with those obstacles, and the major theme of 2025. This goes for all year readings, okay? Not just the new year readings, the current, or whatever it may be. Anything to do with year readings is $25. But it's worth it. So if you guys are interested in that for yourself, have at it. Regular card readings and palm readings are $20 to $6. 20 for two hands, 6 for one. $6 weekly for counseling with advice, and $20 monthly for counseling and advice. So if you're interested in any of those things, please hit me up and I'll be happy to schedule it for you. Now, without further ado, one more thing. I know you guys are getting tired of this, but follow and subscribe for more, guys, because you know you want to. You know you dig this, right? The energy, the vibe, the videos. What's there not to like? Being silly, but being honest as well. Follow if you guys would like more videos, and subscribe. So there. With that being said, let's get started on your reading. The real reason why we're all here, right? Guys, Sagittarius, you are giving for your present stinginess and possessiveness, control on money, control on people, control on your stuff. You're being very greedy about money, or very greedy about people, or very greedy about your personal things. Your situation that you're dealing with is giving or receiving money, obtaining resources, right? And that's great. So that just means for a majority of y'all, you guys are trying to figure out a way to save your money and build it up. You're also trying to figure out a way to get money and have a financial stability. The reason why you're out here trying to get money, receive money, obtain resources is due to resentment and a turning point, all right? So either you were in a situation that you're financially dependent on somebody, or you are in a situation where you're financially dependent on someone, whether it's a partner, whether it's family, whether it's a friend, whether it's a coworker, whatever it may be, right? And those things can be very abusive, all right? I am a big believer that men and women are abusive to each other, that toxicity and abuse and narcissism and all that nastiness, right? All the ugliness of relationships that turn venom and toxic and tar-like is not because of one gender. Women can be just as bad as men. Men can be just as bad as women. People can be just as bad as others, okay? It is what it is. It's not what it's not. So anybody who believes that guys can't be financially abused, you gotta wake up. It's 2025. Things are happening, right? And a lot of times when you have to rely on somebody financially, you get stuck with people like, because I paid for this, because I paid for that. You need to do this. You need to do that. You owe me, right? Especially if you're in a relationship. You owe me because I paid for your nails. I paid for your hair. I'm paying for the kids. I'm paying for the house. All this is because of me. So therefore, this is my stuff. You are just here because you have nowhere to go. Without me, you are nothing. Some of y'all got people like that. And they may not say those words, but their actions surely do, bro. their actions surely do. And that can be a really annoying thing to tolerate and deal with, okay? So, because you're having resentment and a turning point, it could be because some of you guys had to be stuck in a really toxic relationship where money was involved. You did not have enough on your own, or they're using you for money and they're sucking you dry. Whatever it was, being financially independent or dependent was most likely an outcome for it, as well as the fact that they're just prick dicks. You know what I mean? And not everybody is a prick dick, but there are a lot of prick dicks in the world, man. There's a lot of mother ruffers in this mother flipping world that are absolute pains in the butt. So having a turning point, right? We talked about the resentment of it. You may be hating this person or hated that you were in that situation and you refuse to be in a situation like that again, right? Never again. It happened once. I will never ever be put in a situation where I have to rely on somebody for anything. I will stand on my own. I will do my own stuff and they will never ever hurt me again. Nobody will. I get that. But when you're having a turning point, right? For those of you guys who are in the relationship and you don't know what to do, the turning point is the ultimatum. As a lot of you guys know, I guess as you guys are going to start to know, I got a lot of siblings, right? Me counted is 5 of us, all right? I have an older sister. I'm the second. There's 4 sisters and 1 brother, okay? So there's quite a few. And that being said, an ultimatum is one of my things that my sister uses a lot. She's the queen of ultimatums. She's like, look, either you can do A and get A result, or you can do B and get a B result. But I'm not putting up with this anymore, okay? So a turning point is ultimatum. Either you are going to change and do better and work on yourself, and we may be able to get this thing working right, or I'm leaving and I'm not putting up with it anymore. You can't leave me. Yes, I can. Save your money. Like, here's the thing. If you guys are dealing with cheaters, okay, you know that your lady, your guy is cheating on you. Never, ever, ever come to them about it. Because a lot of times, like 99% out of 100, they're going to lie and deny. They're going to be like, it wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about. I would never cheat on you. Baby, I love you. My love, I will always be there. I'm not going out with other men, right? People cheat for different reasons. It does not make it right. But a lot of times they're not going to confess that they're cheating, that they're doing stuff to you. You'll know that they're cheating because their personality is a little bit different. They get a little cocky. They kind of get a little ha-ha in your face, right? And things don't add up. And they're not giving you the attention that they used to. And if you find out that that's what's happening, this could also tie into financial things. You could be saving up because you're working on an escape plan. Now, if it is a toxic, physical, verbal, mental, sexual type of abuse, guys and ladies and people, right? My queens, kings, and royals. Then if you have it, go to a family. Get your stuff. Take your kids if you have them. Hopefully you guys don't have children because it gets a lot more complicated when you got kids involved because of co-parenting, getting custody over them, going to court, getting the papers signed, and it gets nasty. Even when you have a boyfriend that you had the kids with, right? You still have to I would say, even if it's not marriage that you guys are dealing with and you do have children and it's by the person that's doing you wrong, right? The person that you're with, get custody. Make sure that you have your stuff planned out. You have evidence at hand because whenever you're getting custody, you have to show them that you are a very, mature, very dependable, reliable parent, that the kids are in good hands, so forth and so on. And it can be a lot. Okay, if you don't have any kids and you're just single, then you can leave and be able to stay with family and friends till you get on your feet, get that job, hustle that hustle, flow that flow, and build yourself up and not talk to them, right? And if they are really abusive and toxic in those nasty ways, like if you have a very physically abusive woman or a verbally abusive woman or a verbally abusive and physically abusive man, and you need to get a restraining order, understand that the restraining order is a necessity to have, but at the same time, it is a piece of paper saying that they cannot come anywhere close to you with what. And when it comes to domestic abuse and sexual assault and all this, and it pisses the bejesus out of me. It pisses me off because police officers are tied. Like the justice system is supposed to protect men and women and people from being sexually, verbally, physically, mentally, and so forth assaulted. But when you're in a domestic abuse, it can be either he or she said, this is not what happened, she hurt me too, he hurt me too, I wouldn't have done this, what. And sometimes the abusers do not get their just desserts at all. They really don't. You get a restraining order to go over there and tell them that this isn't cool, we can't be having that, right? And it's just a piece of paper at the end of the day to say that you can't come near me. Doesn't stop other people from breaking into their exes' homes and killing them. I'm being dark, but I'm being honest. Like, it's just a really frustrating thing. And it ticks me off because a lot of people, right? A lot of people, people don't understand why we stay in these situations the way that we do. Why do we put up with the narcissism? Why do we put up with being beaten all the time? Why do we put up with sexual assault? Why do we put up with mental and physical and all that? And they're like, well, if you don't like it, then leave. Because you get isolated. Like, the tactics of abuse is isolation, secluding you, making you feel like you can't do anything. If you're a man, how could you come over there and say that a woman's abusing you? I mean, really? A lady? That's unheard of. And reality of it, there's a lot of ladies that are out there being abusive and mean just as much as there are guys. Ladies, we report it. And a lot of people have empathy towards females a little more than guys, but we're learning, okay? I'm not trying to make it a whole sexist thing, but it's there. Anyways, for you guys, some of y'all may be dealing with that. You're dealing with a nasty situation. You're learning to save money so that way you can escape and not have to deal with them. Be careful. If you have family and friends that you can stay with until you get on your feet, go to that. Save your money. Bring in what you need to bring. Do what you got to do, whether you're a man or a woman or a person. Do not delete incriminating text messages or recorded voicemails of them being threatening or abusive, because all that will count when you go to court to plead your state, all right? Different states, different countries have different types of laws for different types of things. So know what you're getting into before you start jumping into that pool, because believe and receive, you're going to have to do a delicate dance, because not everybody's going to hear what you're saying. There's going to be people who've been where you've been through and gone through what you've gone through, and they will completely understand, right? Now, that being said, I can see that being why you're being stingy and controlling on money, trying to figure out how to get financial flow steady, right? Like, I have an income coming in, I'm able to save, I'm able to build myself up, I don't have to rely on anybody financially, I can stand on my own 2 feet. But at the same time, for you guys who are not in that serious type of situation, but still it's serious to you, you guys may be resenting yourself because you're not good at saving money, and you want to be able to do a little bit more because maybe that was your New Year's resolution. Like, this coming year, I'm going to be able to save money. I'm going to be able to be very financially smart and stable. And that way, I won't feel so bad when I need something and find out that I don't have it or I don't have enough. For you guys, both things of savings, all right? This is what you're going to do. You're going to write down your whole living expenses, right? Bills, water, electricity, what. And then you're going to go over there and make sure that you pay all that. Whatever's left over, even if it's quarters, dollars, maybe a few loose change, you put it aside. You have a little bit of money in your wallet, in your pocket, in hand, okay? Like, okay, this is money for just in case I have an emergency, I need a gas, or I need to go get something to eat, or I need to do whatever. This is a little bit of pocket money that should hopefully last me for like a week or a day. Okay? Then you put the rest of it aside. The more that you put a little aside, the bigger it will grow, the better it will be. All right? Now, again, I said that for y'all's reading, it is financial and personal, right? You tackled a little bit onto why it's a financial thing. It's a personal thing because your future is holding in joy of company, friendship, and celebration. So you guys are working on right now not only being able to stand on your own 2 feet, be financially stable and steady, but who's going to be with you? Who are the kind of people you want with you? Who are the kind of people you don't want with you? Who is a good influencer, right? When we hang out with nasty people, we pick up their mannerisms. So if I hang out with a lot of negative, ugly people, I pick up their nasty habits, all right? Whether I mean to or not, I'll pick it up because I absorb whoever I'm with. Everybody has a little bit of absorption that we pick up with whoever we're hanging out with, all right? That's why a lot of people be like, yo, bro, you got to make sure that you're in good company because if you're in bad company, you're going to get hurt and you're going to pick up some bad stuff. And you don't want to be picking up nasty habits that you have to change later on and switch over to whatever, you know what I mean? So that being said, right, make sure that you're with people that celebrate you, that lift you up. Because join company, celebration, and friendship is what the 3 of Hearts is, all right? So if that's your future, you're being able to be around people that lift you up, that you lift them up. The vibe, it goes with the tribe goes with the vibe. Everything is gravy, right? Everything is good. And you're just at peace. You're like, you know what? I'm good. I'm happy. Everything is good. Whew. Sorry, guys. That being said, I would also say to work on not being so ugly towards yourself, guys. Like, it's okay to be a bad spender and work on it. I'm not good at saving either. And make sure that you're with people that generally are authentic and real. People that have seen you in your bad, your good, your ugly, and all of it. Not just those who are there when things are good, leave when things are bad, and come back again being like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I was so busy. Oh wow, I know so-and-so because we are best friends. Listen, everybody wants to be somebody's best friend. But people really overuse best friend. Like, oh my gosh, we're friends. A lot of people who say that are not really friends. A friend is somebody that you trust. A best friend is somebody that you know you can trust, that you can rely on, that have your good, your bad, and your ugly, that are just there. They're like a brother or a sister or a sibling mixed in with like a friend that's conformed into a best friend, like your buddy, your partner in crime, your ride and die, your yin to your yang, and all of that good stuff, all right? They're like that. A lot of people overuse the word friend. I know because I hear it a lot. Like, oh my gosh, we're buddies. I was like, listen, I'm okay to be friends with people, but my best friend goes to at least like one person, okay? Really, truly, I have one person. I got about 4 people that I call best friends, but I have one that I really confide into, all right? That confide into the rest of them as well. But that one's known me a little bit longer. Anyways, yeah, so let's get into your mental and your emotional, okay? Your mental is hard work and reliability. Your emotional is teamwork. So with hard work and reliability and teamwork, right, you're focusing on like, okay, firstly, I need to work and make sure that I get my goals met, right? But at the same time, if I can't do it on my own, teamwork may be able to help. You're trying to work with others to get a goal met. At the same time, you're allowing yourself to have people to help you out, all right? Now, when things are reliable, it's dependable. So if I say that, okay, for example, Jess, she is really reliable and dependable. She is somebody that I can rely on, count on, right? And she's somebody that will always be there. And if she can't be there, she will always let me know. Like, hey, I can't make it this time because I just have other stuff, but I can help you next time, or try this and we'll try it some other time. Whatever it may be, it's cool. With teamwork, you're able to work with people to help you out, okay? Doing things on your own is groovy. It is. It's groovy to the max. It's bomb diggity, some would say. But you can't go over there and try to do every single thing by yourself, because if you try, it may take a lot longer. It may not work the way that you want. And that can be really frustrating. You know what I mean? Like, it can be super annoying because it's like, you're supposed to work for me and you're not. And I just don't get it. You know, like, freak this, man. Freak this and everything. Teamwork, make sure that you guys get somebody that's the A team. Okay, get somebody that works well with you, that helps you out, that you're doing the work with them. You're not just putting it on to somebody else to do, okay? Or they're not making you do all the work and being like, oh yeah, we totally did it together. And there's like, where's the we, bro? Where's the we? Because all I saw and all I know is that I did it. So it was a me, not a we. You know, we are not speaking French. We this and we that. No. Not today. Let's see. Yeah. So working on making sure that you're saving is what you're dealing with now. Trying to find a stable way to get financial due to the fact that you chose to move past or let go of your resentment towards yourself, or move past whatever you're feeling against somebody else, getting into a better headspace, right? Healing from that. You're focusing for your future, dealing with people that will lift you up, loving, kind people that can work with you and that are hardworking and reliable. Not only for yourself, but you being hardworking, reliable, and being able to work with others as well. It's a both. It's like, I want this from people. Like, I want you to be hardworking, reliable, and be able to work with me. But I also want to be able to work with you, be reliable and hardworking as a person. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just what I expect somebody else to do. It's what I expect all of us to be. Now, let's go into your energy. Like always, we have to talk about radiating, vibrating frequencies, right? Not really so much frequencies, but just more like energies. All right. So when we have negative energy, right, we always see ugly things. Nothing is ever good enough. And I know that you all know people like this. Some of us live with people like this. And we've accepted the fact that they are very low vibrational people. Like, look, at this point in time, I'm stuck with this person. So, I mean, whatever it is, you know. Low energy is this. This could have been a Stanley Cup. This cup is not worth it. I should have tarot cards. Because playing cards, I mean, really, can playing cards really be good for reading? Can you really be able to read what the Queen of Hearts and the Two of Spades are? I mean, it's just cards. They're for playing games. They're for stacking, not for reading. Look at this t-shirt. This isn't even Gucci. It's not even Chanel. This is just random, thrifty, ugly clothes. These glasses, they should be more. Look at this. This isn't perfect. I need to be able to look more bougie. I need to be able to, you know, I want more. I'm never happy. Nothing's ever good enough. Everything sucks. Wah, 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 wah. Listen, at that kind of energy and time, the reason why people like that always get bad things is because you're never happy. This is a cup. It fills up drinks. You can use it for multiple things. It's a good thing, all right? It doesn't have to be Stanley. This doesn't have to be Gucci or Chanel or whatever. It's a t-shirt. I like the design, you know what I mean? And it's comfortable. If it does what it needs to do, does it really have to be the biggest and the baddest? No. Sometimes the biggest and the baddest things is not even worth it. Simplicity can be a very, you know, nice thing to have. These crystals, they should be bigger and brighter. Well, they are what they are, bro. It's a lapis lazuli and a clear quartz. It is fine. These glasses, they help me see. They don't have to be the top shelf kind of stuff. Now, yes, everybody or some of us want to have the finer things in life. Live a little bougie. Live a little, posh or whatever. But you don't always have the means to buy all those things. And when you have, like, for example, right? If you got married, you have a new family, your family treats you really well, and you constantly complain about, oh, they're not good enough, oh, they're not this, oh, they're not that. You have people that support you and love you and that will be there by your side and that tolerate and put up with your negative behavior, despite the fact that your family has a lot of better things to do than to be putting up with you and your bad too, bro. Like, now I get once in a while you have those days where you're just like, you know what? Freak this. I'm tired. I'm done. I'm over it. One of those days is fine. But constantly living in negativity, always victim blaming somebody else, always never accountable for your things that you put in. Like, this is the thing. If you're going to go over there, you hurt somebody, right? If I hurt somebody's emotions, if I'm being a prick dick and I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry. I lashed out on you. I was upset with myself. I have this on my mind and I took it out on you. And I apologize. That was not cool. I did not mean to make you feel small and pathetic and unwanted. I do care about your feelings and I will work hard to not do that again. Okay. I own up to my mistake and I take accountability. Some people just don't have that ability to do, bro. They just can't fathom. They cannot fathom that they're the problems. They are the problems. They cannot. Those are negative people, and that's why they'll always get negative things, because no matter what the universe or God or Allah or whoever gives you good things, you will never be appreciative. So why should they be giving you new opportunities? Why should you be getting new things, this, that, and the third, if you're never happy? All right? Negative energy gets negative stuff. Positive energy, let's tackle that. Positivity is not being happy all the time. You are not happy all day long. You're not. I consider myself a more or less positive person, but I accept the fact that sometimes I'm pissed off. Sometimes I'm angry. Sometimes I'm sad. Sometimes I'm confused. Sometimes I'm hungry. I have all these emotions that I feel. And I understand that different feelings require you to express yourself, admit to it, and let it go. So if I'm angry, I'm like, look, I'm going to take some time, get that out of my system, have a good scream, a shout, a let it all out, right? I've got it all out of my system. I let it wash over me with the rage and let it go back to the sea of emotions. I'm over it. Now let's get back up. Positivity does not mean that you're happy all the time. It does not mean that you're always looking on the sunny side. It means that even though bad things happen to you, you always get back up. All right? You always get back up. You do not stay down. And that's good. Now, you guys are radiating untruthfulness, untrustworthiness, and theft. A majority of that has to be due to the resentment that you're trying to get over and the turning point that you're trying to make, okay, with the past. And I feel like I'm going to be a little mean, all right? But I hope you guys don't take it as like me being nasty. Your outcome is nostalgia, childhood, and old friends. So I feel like because this is a past card, if I had it like, okay, if for me, how I look at it, how I read my cards, okay? Everybody reads their cards differently. All methods and rhythm and flow is valid, all right? There's not a superior reading style because your clear senses are different, which we will get into much later on, I promise, okay? With this being the past and you guys having resentment in your past, and right? The resentment and turning point. This is placed in your past card. And now you guys are having untruthfulness, untrustworthiness, and theft. I think you're trying to figure out how to deal with the anger or the hurt that you may have had about that resentment. Maybe you're trying to learn how to be nicer to yourself because you don't like how you are impulsive or you kind of do things without thinking things through, right? I get it. I used to be like that. And I had to learn to be like, okay, I talk to people so much nicer than I talk to myself, because it used to be like, you dumb donkey. You're so, insignificant. You're worthless. You're pathetic. You're dumb. You're not smart. You're not good enough. You will never amount up to anything else. How can you be able to be so thick? How can somebody be so stupid to not think things through? And that's how I used to talk to myself. But this is how I talk to others, right? Oh, don't worry about it. We all make mistakes. Come here, honey bunches. Oh, it's okay. I'm so sorry. And I really meant it. Like, I really didn't want them to feel the way that I feel all the time. But in order for me not to feel that way, I had to change the way that I talk to myself, change the way that I think and feel. I'm like, okay, I get that I'm upset with myself, but I can't be destroying myself like that, because it's chipping away at me in ways that is not healthy. And I have people I gotta live for and myself to see. So we gotta change. You know what I mean? Like, no, we're not doing that no more. Change your mind, change your perception, change your will, bro. With the untruthfulness, untrustworthiness, and theft, though, it's kind of being around people that you don't trust, that you feel that they have robbed you, right? That they're not somebody that you can rely on and be dependable with. And I feel like, again, you're trying to find, Sagittarius, you're trying to be dependable and reliable for yourself so you can get your goals and things met. But at the same time, you want to be around people who are just dependable and reliable as you. Like, you want to be around good people that generally love you, that want you to thrive, that want you to grow. And it can be a really weird thing. You know what I mean? It can be. So my thing is that, okay, I'm going to say it. You guys are giving out that, but you're getting received of creativity and charisma. You're tying into your charms to get the things that you want, and you're learning to be creative and think outside the box. But at the same time, I want you guys to know that at some point in time, you need to sit down with yourself or sit down with somebody that you trust, talk things out, air it out, be able to work on yourself a little bit more. You can't just run from your problems and choose work, okay? Because I used to do it too. I used to do a lot of things, okay? That's why a majority of these videos, I use myself as an example. Like, yo, don't feel bad because you got stuck with a narcissist and you're in these toxic situations. I know how that is, like, you feel alone, but you'd be surprised how many of us are out here that survive that, all right? So if we can do it, you can do it. Or it's okay to not talk to yourself nicely, but you got to work on it, because if you're not good to you, you're going to tolerate that from everybody else. You're going to get somebody who is first really cute and nice for a while, and then you're going to start seeing their mask come off. And it's going to be like, and you're not going to understand it, because that's how you talk to yourself. So a piece of you is going to accept that type of abuse because you abuse yourself. You have to learn to love yourself. Love yourself enough to not tolerate disrespect. Love yourself enough to go over there and be like, okay, 1, 2, 3 equaling ABC, okay? Because if you don't, you're going to welcome nasty people. Or you're just going to seclude yourself and not deal with people and not focus on your problems. Don't run away from your issues, okay? Don't. Nip it in the bud, deal with what needs to be dealt with, okay? Now, with creativity and charisma coming back to you, you're again going to learn to tie into your charms. That's charisma, charms. Everybody all around the world has a charm. I am genuinely a unique individual. I am not like other people, and that is my charm, right? That's my charisma. Because I'm unique, people find me interesting, all right? Because I'm quirky and weird and kind of cute, people find that really cool. And they're like, all right, let's go with Nyx, or let's go with Mary, or whoever you guys call me, right? Next, Mary, I go by both names. So either or is fine. Um, but that's just what attracts people towards me. Sagittarius, you may be really pretty. You may be really funny, smart, kind, generous, loyal, strong, funny, right? Whatever it may be, these are things that you can use to get to your goal. So if you're looking for a job, you can tap into your charisma and be like, you know what? I have this type of skill and I believe I can push you guys to this direction. ABC, 1, 2, 3, what, so forth, so on. And they'll be like, oh, wow, I really like their confidence. I really like their charm or whatever it is. And they'll allow you in because that little piece of you that makes you special, right? The little uniqueness that they try to hide for us to just cover it up and be adorable. Oh, what a terrible thing to say. I'm being silly, but all that, use it. Now, creativity. One problem does not have one solution. One problem has many solutions. One solution can solve many problems, all right? When you think that way, you can overcome a lot of obstacles and trials and tribulations, all right? Because you're not trying to go there and be like, oh my God, problem A only has solution A. Problem A only has solution A. But what if problem B and solution B works for problem A? I don't know. Like just wig it out. Look, it's all right. You have infinite solutions. I want you guys to remember A through Z, 1 through infinity. We have that much, okay? Anything can work. Work on letting go of like here, if people make you feel this untruthfulness, untrustworthiness stuff, you can't rely on them. They're very fugazi, shady, as the young bloods say, sauce, right? Or sus, whatever. I gave it a go. Then don't be around these people. Be around people that don't make you feel this way. And you have to take your time. Your people will come to you when you least expect it. You have the right to work on yourself and interact with other people. You have the right to work on yourself and be able to find people that are what you want to be around, all right? You don't have to have all the answers. Nobody has it all figured out. I'm 29 years old. I'm not ashamed of my age. Though I know I don't look it, right? I look far younger. But you cannot go over there and pretend to be something that you're not to make somebody feel tall. I said this all day last year, all right? I said it nonstop. If you have to feel small for a queen or a king or a royal to feel tall, they are not worth your time at all. And they are not royal, queen, or king. They're just peasants. Remember, guys, peasants are low vibrational, soul-sucking, vampire energy draining people. Every time there's always a problem. There's never a solution. They always complain. They have to seek out validation. Oh, do you think I look pretty in this one? I think so-and-so this one. I'm back together with so-and-so. But so-and-so and us broke up. They treat me bad. I'm a bad person. I'm not good enough. It's all their fault. I'm not the victim. They are. If they didn't do this, I wouldn't have done that. They never own up. They never choose to rise. They never choose to heal. Those are peasants. It is 2025. I don't know about you guys, but I'm too old to be dealing with some peasants. You know what I mean? Like, look, either you grow, adapt, and change to be the better, or you stay still, get stuck, and mess up. I'm not going to waste my valuable life forces for somebody who's going to drain me dry. I'm not going to make you feel tall if I have to feel small and shrink. I'm not going to go over there and waste my time with somebody who's not at my level. Remember, guys, us queens, kings, and royals in betweens, we're up here. We are thriving, rising like a fiery phoenix. And peasants are down here. They cannot rise because they refuse to level up. So what they do is they chip and chip and chip and chip and chip till you're below them or at their level. And no matter how high you try to rise, they chip you back down because misery likes company. We're not giving misery company. We are not going to waste our divine life for this pile of baloney and malarkey? Girl, please. Y'all thought wrong if you think I'm gonna sit here looking pretty and be a substance for an energy draining person. Girl, been there, done that. I ain't going back. You know what I mean? Heck no. No. If I'm gonna say this, if I can say no to a peasant baby, so can you. So get your queen, king, and royal crowns up high, shoulders back, confident, slaying the day, right? Going all the way, being beautiful and bodacious. We're not going to settle for less. If y'all needed that confirmation, you got your confirmation. You're welcome. We will slay the day. We will be happy. We will be gay, right? And we're just not going to settle for less. Said what I said and I meant it. Now, let's go into your greatest hopes, fears, advice, and outcomes. Ooh, what does it have in store for you, Sagittarius? What do the cards say? You know, $1 million. Bro, the day that I start reading out and somebody's reading be like, yo, bro, they gonna get $1 million. I'm gonna whisper it in their ears. I'll be like, yo, come here. It's gonna be $1 million in your future. Claim it. Tap that table. Claim it. All right. Greatest hope is planning and preparing. But greatest fear is juggling resources and waiting on results. So for you, you want the things that you plan and prepare for to fall through, right? You want to be able to get that financial flow. You want to be able to have a little bit of your independence and be around people that lift you up. But at the same time, you're scared that you cannot get the resources that you want, that you're going to be waiting and waiting and waiting, and it's just going to kind of be barely what you need or below it. And that's all right. Here's the thing. Again, when it comes to finance, right? When it comes to building yourself up, it takes time. Nobody wakes up in the morning feeling confident, feeling like a G, right? It takes a lot of time. And for confidence, a lot of it is fake, man. A majority of us, if not all of us, are insecure about something. I have enough confidence to know that I am good, all right? I may not be Mother Teresa good. I may not be the saints of all saints good, but I'm happy for who and what I am. I am happy for how far I've grown and continue to grow. And I have confidence that I'm going to be able to get whatever that I want because I know how to get it. You know, like I have the ability to work hard, try my best, and not go over there and be defeated. Now, that being said, right? That being said, we have to fake our confidence sometimes. You ever heard that saying, you got to fake it till you make it, right? You got to pretend that you got it going on. Oh, wow. Because people don't know. Here's the thing that you most insecure about, right? Like, for example, I'm insecure about my eyesight. I have glaucoma, like y'all know. I don't see very well. I'm not blind, but I'm visually impaired. And being around people and missing the slightest detail makes me feel like super small, right? But I've learned to be like, you know what? That's okay. Everybody's too concerned and focusing on themselves to focus on you. Oh, what about my ears? My ears are big. My figure's not figuring. It's not curvy enough. I wish I was a little bit more thicker. I wish I had muscles. I wish I had a sweet stash, you know? Like, everybody, like, here's the thing. If I looked at you guys, I would never be able to guess what you're insecure about.